It's National Reconciliation Week, and for 2026, the theme is All In. Across the week, we've been coming together on Melbourne Polytechnic campuses with our students and staff to reflect on their shared histories and discuss what it means for the future to be all in on the journey to reconciliation together.
Happy Reconciliation Week, everyone. This year's theme is All In, which I think is important because it's not just about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people celebrating Reconciliation Week. It's about everyone celebrating Reconciliation Week. So for us, it's important, to recognise and acknowledge all the past and bring everyone along on that journey. So for us, it's about creating long-lasting friendships and making sure that, like I said, everyone comes along on this reconciliation journey with us.
Reconciliation is a way of truth-telling. I feel like it's really beautiful now that we can all come together and share our own unique stories, because I feel like there's so much diversity and everything within our communities.
As soon as I learnt in school about the Aboriginal people and the stolen generation and colonisation, it just was a thing that made sense as like a tiny little child.
The reconciliation really means to me the start of learning more about our culture that has been here for thousands of years, and it's just about bridging the gap between what most Australians know of to be Australia and what really is Australia.
Reconciliation and Reconciliation Week just means to me recognising and paying respect to the people that have been here for thousands of years and sharing so much knowledge that they have of living with the earth, and also recognising a lot of trauma that's been experienced here from colonisation.
I've been trying to learn more about the history of Australia and the fact that Australia has a black history. I think reconciliation to me is a bit of a strange term. There's nothing to reconcile when sovereignty has never been ceded. Like, I know that there's a treaty now in Victoria, but I think much more has to be done.
Reconciliation to me means acknowledging the historic violences towards Indigenous people in Australia, as well as acknowledging that there is continuing violences that aren't appreciated. And I guess just moving together as a culture and just as a shared people to make sure that we're righting the wrongs of both the past and the present, and making sure that we can build a better world all together.
And so recently I've just been researching the history of Australia a bit more and learning a bit about how actually recent reconciliation is, and our efforts to invest in our Aboriginal community and support.
Well, I think it's around walking together with our First Nations colleagues, students and community towards a better Australia, really.
Reconciliation Week is always such a gift where we can provide events and opportunities for students who have not experienced Indigenous culture to come together, share a meal. It's just amazing sort of opportunity to have our students connect with Australia's rich Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture.
I suppose, to me, reconciliation is sort of the idea that we need to acknowledge what's happened in the history of colonisation in this country. But more than acknowledge, we also need to sort of make reparations to the harm that was caused.
I think from what we've seen today, reconciliation has been a real celebration of First Nations culture. And it's something that I think anyone living on this continent should be really proud of celebrating. It's one of the longest living cultures on this earth. It's an interesting sort of nuance with reconciliation, because the word itself implies that there are two sides, and both of them have then been able to reconcile differences. And I don't think that really accurately reflects history, where European settlers invaded and colonised and committed genocide.
Hi there, my name's Piera. I'm a Pibble Noongar person and I'm the Korea Liaison Officer at Yurrongi Centre. I think that reconciliation, it's a very complex kind of way of approaching things. I think reconciliation and opportunities to come together in harmony are really important, and to celebrate the true full custodians of this land, being on Wurundjeri Woiwurrung country and of all the land in Australia. That being said, I think it can be quite a complex subject for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, because it's really important to remember that we can't have reconciliation without truth-telling and without justice, and calling for peace before truth is told and justice is met is a bit premature. So our people continue to be disproportionately incarcerated, as well as have disproportionate access to health, education, and truly the right to life to thrive. So I think it's really great that there's goodwill to come together and have harmony, but we need to have the truth be told, not only of the injustice of the past, but the injustices of the present that are still ongoing today. But that being said, I really appreciate the support of coming together, Indigenous people and our allies and accomplices, to be paying our respects, but also speaking that truth and upholding that justice that needs to be reached before we can really reconcile.